Okay, narcissistic parent characteristic number 8. Let's be aware, okay? Let's be aware. So, some narcissistic parents expect their children to take care of them for the rest of their lives. Really? And you know, the sad thing about that, well, I'll get back to that in a minute. So here it is. This type of dependency can be emotional, physical, or financial. While there's nothing inherently wrong with taking care of older parents, it's an admirable trait. The narcissistic parent typically manipulates an offspring into making unreasonable sacrifices with little regard of the offspring's own priorities and needs. Here it is in quotes. An anonymous college student says, "My mom is a single parent in her late 30s. Okay, expect me to support her financially on an ongoing basis. She says that she can't live without me." End of quote. Wow. Now, some narcissistic parents may also maneuver their adult children into codependency. Psychology professor Sean Byrne defines a codependent relationship as one where one person's help supports, enables the other's underachievement, irresponsibility, immaturity, addiction, procrastination, or poor mental or physical health. Wow. Now we're going to move on to number 9 in the narcissistic parent characteristics. Here it says, since the narcissistic mother or father often hopes that the child will permanently dwell under the parent's influence, she or he may become extremely jealous at any signs of the child's growing maturity and independence. Any perceived act of individualization, any perceived act of individuation, and separation from choosing one's own academic and career path to making friends not approved by the parent, to spending time on one's own priorities, are interpreted negatively and personally. Why are you doing this to me? Is what the narcissistic parent will say. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. So in particular, the appearance of a romantic partner in the adult offspring's life may be viewed as a major threat. Oh my God. And frequently responded to with rejection, criticism, and or competition. In the eyes of some narcissistic parents, okay, ooh, this hair right here, Lord Jesus. In the eyes of some narcissistic parents, no romantic partner is ever good enough for their offspring, and no interloper can ever challenge them for dominance of their child. Really? Okay, here's another quote by an anonymous individual. "How dare that woman take my son away from me? Who does she think she is?" That's an anonymous narcissistic parent saying that. And last but not least, that was number 9. Jealousy and possessiveness was what I just read to you, number 9 about narcissistic parents. Now let's go to number 10 with the narcissistic parent, which is neglect. Number 10 is a very sensitive one for a lot of people. So in some situations, a narcissistic parent may choose to focus primarily on his or her self-absorbing interest, which to the narcissist are more exciting than child raising. These activities may provide the narcissist the stimulation, validation, and self-importance that she or he craves. Be it career obsession, social flamboyance, or personal adventures and hobbies. The child is left either to the other parent or on his or her own. Quote for this is, "My husband's an absent father. He's always off doing something fun for himself, which he prefers to spending time with our child. He's an extremely selfish person." End of quote. All right. So let's talk about neglect real quick before I end this course. Let's call it a course. It's learning about a narcissistic parent. And this is good information for both a narcissistic parent, a healthy parent, a child, a individual who's thinking of becoming a parent. It is good information, and sometimes it'll help you to self-examine yourself to see if maybe some people don't even know that they're narcissists, because who they are is normal to them, not everybody else. So neglect, good old-fashioned neglect. So a lot of people experience the narcissistic parental neglect. When a parent is self-focused on their life, their career, they got children, and kids are latchkey children, they latchkey kids. So they're coming home to an empty house most of the time without a parent there. Either the mother is at work because she has to be able to take care of the children, okay? Or sometimes even when the mama is not at work or the father is not at work, a lot of times people have children and they're not prepared emotionally for the child. Okay, their mind is not ready to be focused on child raising. Their mind is not focused on child development. Their mind is not focused on making sure that they are available not only financially but emotionally for their children. And a lot of children grow up with this narcissistic parental neglect. Okay, they have a roof over their head, they have food in their belly and shoes on their feet and clothes on their back, but they did not have quality parenting in their lives because their parents just did not make them a priority in their lives. They did not cater to their child's emotional development, period. And so a lot of children grow up emotionally fractured. Take care.